Perfect. Good evening. Welcome to Sacred Voices Live. How's everybody this evening? Oh, am I good on audio? Yes, there we go. All right. Now it is customary to make a little bit of noise. It is a Friday night. Yes, we are in a poetic space, but can I get a woo? Excellent woo. We have the owls in the house this evening. Can I get a woo woo? Perfect. Now that we've gotten that out of our system, none of us should be shy anymore, right? This is a very safe space. So glad to see so many beautiful faces here. Thank you to everyone that is streaming online. This is Sacred Voices Live. Before we get into our opening act, I do just want to shout out that May 16th is the Writers Room Workshop at Lighthouse. We'll be having a workshop around supporting youth mental health, so we're super excited to be doing that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Writers Room is our revamped First Friday open mic, and there will be writing prompts, the ability to get feedback, and an open mic. So please be sure to check that out. Now, I don't want to talk too much. I want to get into our opening act. And our opening act is Sake. Sake is an LGBTQI singer-songwriter from West Palm Beach, Florida. Welcome to Colorado. She represents self-love and equality for all. She finds her inspiration from life and all of the obstacles it comes with. She strives to teach more people about compassion for everybody, especially for animals. Sake makes music that makes you feel good, and all she wants to do is see people happy. If you're ready to feel some good vibes, can you please make some noise for Sake? Woo-woo!
Thank you for that introduction. So my name is Sake, as previously stated. I will say this is a little bit different than what I'm used to performing in. So I'm excited because I like to step outside of my comfort zone. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's have some fun. I'm ready when you guys are ready in the sound booth. Shout out to the people in the sound booth. Thank you guys so much. I forgot. My bad. I'm so sorry. I get to do 2 roles tonight, which is actually very exciting for me. Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Listen, if you guys like to record videos, this might be a good time to record something because it's gonna be a little bit different than what you're probably used to. Yeah, hey, look, I'm about to pop my shit. Valet park the whip, yeah, sparking up the wood with the glass tip. How we living like this? It was last year, man. I was so down, feeling up than a bitch, and I'm not even rich. I'm just trying to take my mind to places never been. Really come from nothing, so I'm going to the end. Fast life, green light, I can't make amends. I ain't your dog, ain't your friend, ain't your twin. These boys be acting funny cause they see me winning. They want my spot, but they won't go to spots I've been. Y'all talk a lot, but boy, yo, action looking slim. Got this shit on lock, I've been at this since a kid. I'm too lit when I go, and my flow ain't met your neck, and my bars will leave you dead. Don't think you heard what I said. I was out here ducking feds just so that my family fed. This life is getting to my head. Yeah. Don't wanna go end up dead. Yeah. Hey, but it's cool, I'm living life, I'm hoping that you going do you. Cause girl, that's all I ever wanted, for you to go and do. Yeah. Hey, unload the clip and pray they ain't catch me. I'm popping my shit for the ones that had left me. You say that you got me, that promise was empty. Tell me you love me, ooh, it's so tempting. I'm showing out tonight before you didn't let me. I'm breaking laws, I'm moving faster than them jets be. I'm high off that gas, it got me aiming where they next be. Hit them out of breath, G, I swear I'm up next. Yeah. Get a bag, yeah, it's moving fast. I'm jet lagged, I've been really coming up, and that's a fact. Got the city on my back, I know that God gon' handle that, yeah. I remember sitting in the back, and all the kids would laugh. Look at that, now they in the front trying to hop up on my track. Yeah, they singing every song. No, I'm in my bag. I've been here for way too long, that's why I'm smashing on the gas. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't wanna go end up dead. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, look, and it's cool. I'm living life. I'm hoping that you go and do you. Cause girl, that's all I ever wanted for you to go and do. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey. Hey, listen, I know there's only a few of us in this room right now, but I think we could turn this up and have a good time if you guys want to. Two of y'all? Alright. I'll slow it down a little for you guys. Yeah, yeah. Look, I know it's obvious we ain't good. I know you're not the type to stay put. When life put you through, man, who would? It's hard to understand what we want now. When it's like so fast, can't slow down. Seems like everyone around here get around. Can't trust these days, it's all worn out. It all sound the same, yeah, they turn love to a game. Damn, is it really that lame to want someone that you could come home to at the end of the day? When life bring you pain and you just want to talk about it. But this generation, they don't want to talk about it. Bottle it up until they pop off about it. Express yourself and you're taught to express your problem. The cycle is toxic, I know. Look, you ain't gotta tell me about this shit. Cause trust me, I know. Yeah, this life really can make you cold. But you ain't gotta let it go. Just let it go. Yeah, everything around me changed. Myself up, but again, I told myself not again. I blocked it out with everything. The demons still came creeping in. Wear my heart on my sleeve so you can really see it bleed. I promise you that dreams do come true. You just gotta do what it do. Let go of people that stall you. Do the things that make you feel nostalgic. You don't gotta sit around in problems. You can go and really make progress. This life is really what you want it to be. I said, you ain't gotta sit in your problems. Your life could really blossom. Looking back on everything you wanted, tell me exactly what has stopped you. It's never too late to keep going. You just gotta learn to stay focused. It's okay to have your heart open. It's sad to say that most of us are broken. Yeah. How you guys feeling? Alright, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Like I said, this is a little bit different than what I'm used to performing in. But we're gonna have the best time that we possibly can, right guys? I don't think I need ya. Alright, let's have some fun, guys. Listen, I don't care how many people are here. We're gonna turn this thing up. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. Hey, look, I don't think I need ya. You just called me when I was down low. And don't think I believe ya when you tell me that you love me when I know you don't. Cause you got about 50 dudes that hit your line like every night and tell you that they need ya. And I know you got someone at home. Why you do them wrong? Cause they would never, yeah, hey. And girl, you so misleading. Made me feel like I'm dreaming. I was down bad fiending. Now I feel like I'm peaking. Watch my story, you see me. Remember when we was creeping? Hey, I would pull up in the evening and beat it till you were singing. That's the shit that I laugh at now. Can't cash out now. See you begging with your cash app tag. You done max them out. Lisa Whip, who you mad at now? IG pics, who gon' snap them now? Remember when you said you couldn't live without me? Wonder why you haven't passed. I don't think I need ya. Hey, you just called me when I was down low. And don't think I believe ya when you tell me that you love me when I know you don't. Cause you got about 50 dudes that hit your line like every night and tell you that they need ya. And I know you got someone at home. Why you do them wrong? Cause they would never leave ya. Cause they would never leave you. But you creeping like you do. You was playing me, yeah. But I wish I played you. I wish I played you, yeah. Just like a player do. Yeah. But you creeping, yeah, yeah. I see you creeping. have to give me some kind of energy or something. I got like 5 more songs. Hey, Charlie is killing me in the back. Charlie's a homie. Charlie's a homie. I fuck with Charlie. Making songs like this 'cause I thought it was like forever type shit. Alright, this song is called Change Your Mind. I know I can't change my mind. It's pretty decent, I would say. Yeah, running around with the same crew. I've been thinking about what we could be like nights when I come through. Girl, I miss your body all up on me. Don't you know that that's all you? Never thought that I need somebody. Already know that she gon' be somebody. Even if she gotta leave somebody. They change, yeah. And it's killing me just to see your face in these ways now. I do anything to go back to those days now. Don't know what I gotta do to make sure that I don't lose you. Cause these days ain't the same. All I feel is this pain now. When the sun shines, it still rains down. Hard to smile with these rain clouds, I know. We seen better days before. This can't be the only way it goes. When the heart hurts, you tend to say the most. I gotta make this right, I said. Gotta make this right. Is there a way to change your mind now? Gotta make this right. Gotta make this right. Is there a way to change? Is there a way to change your mind? Woo! Yeah. Baby, won't you change my mind?
This is the best
Look.
song ever.
Fuck it. I've been known to cause a ruckus, sensitive and sick to my stomach. Pessimists make something out of nothing. How can I love when I don't love me? How can I trust when I don't trust thee? Pen I got put right here in front of me. 8 billion people, but you're the one for me. Now things change, yeah. And it's killing me just to see you facing these ways now. I do anything to go back to those days now. Don't know what I gotta do. Make sure that I don't lose you. Cause these days ain't the same. All I feel is this pain now. When the sun shines, it still rains down. Hard to smile with these rain clouds, I know. We seen better days before. This can't be the only way it goes. When the heart hurts, you tend to say the most. I gotta make this right, I said. Gotta make this right. Way to change your mind, yeah. Gotta make this right, I said. Gotta make this right. Is there a way to change? Is there a way to change your mind? Any of y'all ever like been in a situation like that? No, just me? That's fine. Hey, listen, guys. I appreciate every single one of y'all coming out here, for real. No matter what the energy is, no matter what the vibe is, I feel like it's very important to just like give your all. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm good. You don't gotta check up on me. I ain't giving up for nobody. I'll hold it down for my team. Wait, what the fuck do you mean? Don't you know I got needs? Do you listen to a thing? Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear all my pain? Listen as I say. I'm going through a lot of things right now. I know that you know this. My head's in the clouds and no, I'm not focused. Give my heart to the crowd and hope it helps with these kids and how they coping. Look, put the drugs down, feel all your emotions right now. Gotta put my pain in this music right now. Cup full of drink down the drain right now. I gotta think all this through. That's what life will do to you. It could be beautiful. Let it be. Let it be. Yeah, what's meant to be will be. You don't gotta check up on me. Yeah. I ain't giving up for nobody. I'm holding down for my team. Damn. What the fuck do you mean? Don't you know I got needs? Do you listen to a thing? Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear all my pain? Listen as I sing. I really appreciate you guys allowing me to share my art with you guys. I like the little tambourine you have in the back too. Like you just keep that on hand. That's really good. So my name is S-Sake. I got a few more songs for you guys. I just want to let you know that something that's very important to me is like equality and like rights for everybody, but like specifically animal rights, because I feel like that gets looked over a lot. So if anybody in this room has ever had any questions about how you could do more for animals in and you want to support that, I have a little table over here, and I would like to see you guys. I can help you out. I can give you some information and maybe help you take that next step to starting your vegan career. I need to find me a place where I can go escape, smoke a blunt to the face. Can't nobody find me, cause in my brain, man, I don't feel safe. Stomach always in pain. Friends ask if I'm okay. They don't know what's going on inside my brain. I'm anxious, nervous. I can't sleep, I'm tossing and turning. Backwards, I roll up and burn them. But they hurting me, yeah. There's a lot of things that I need to step away from. But I get anxiety from separation. Heart racing, back and forth pacing. My mind playing games, it's not even fucking fair. Nobody cares if life was fair to you and me. That's the truth and you gon' see. They don't show up till they writing on your eulogy. And then they be gone, 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 gone like the wind. I should've fucking went around your block and spin. I might just do it again. You wanna fuck with my heart? So now I'ma aim at your head. Hey, you thought I ain't heard what you said? Fuck it, that's why I'm leaving every message on red. Just like they did to me, yeah. I'm doing them just like they had did me. And I'm trying not to be this way, but I am. To be honest, I don't really give a damn. Hey, just like they did it, I'm with it if you with it. Look, me and that's a Donnie, we be fucking up the city. We too litty, too committed. That's why you keep on seeing the kid winning. Yeah, I got big bands coming in my bank account. Ayy, I ain't lying about it. You could check the route. Getting big checks, then them checks don't bounce. Remember when they did, but now I'm about to do them like they did me. To be honest, I don't think that anybody feel me. They say they do, but I don't think know the real me. Cause I don't even do. Seem like everybody out to get me. What's the move? What's the move? Whoa, whoa.
Looks like you lost another one.
Yeah. Hey. This next song is like a legendary moment in my music career, if anybody cares. Maybe it was me. Maybe it was you. Yo, it's hard to see the truth when you live this lifestyle. Hey, can we see something cool? Y'all got lights on your phone? I think everybody can pull a light out. I just needed you to hold me down. Hey, you was moving on and I was moving pounds. Hey, that's fire. Hey, every show you know I shut it down. You said I never make it this far. Look, I'm dead. Got me laughing to the top. Yeah, who's next? I'm ready for they shots, aim at my head. Oh, this looks dope. Maybe it's too late, or maybe we are tired. Yeah, my baby got my back and on my side. I keep that on if they playing with me. Pray they don't play with me. That thing is bright. Yeah. Hey, bring out the cage on safe. They don't wanna see me okay. They don't wanna see me okay. They just wanna see me in chains. I'ma call up John Day if they keep playing with me. And I got love long way. They spread that hate on me. Yeah. Look, maybe it's too late. Maybe it was you. Yo, it's hard to see the truth when you live this lifestyle. Every part of me was a part of you. Yeah, remember back then I was running, and I've got trust issues that fog my perception of you. Yeah, you know that is true. Yeah, hey, the lights look dope, just so y'all know. And I can't grow with you. You're stuck in the middle. It's too late. You know that it's too late. Yeah. Hey, wait. Maybe things could change, or maybe I'm too great. Baby, I can't sit and wait and pray that one day you would stay. Go keep playing with me. Told you couldn't find better, feel that pain with me. Hey, everyone, hands up. Look, rock with me, yeah. Go sway with me, yeah. Don't play with me, yeah. Feel that pain with me, yeah. I say rock with me, yeah. Hey, sway with me, yeah. Don't play with me. Feel that pain with me. Maybe it was me, or maybe it was you. It's hard to see the truth when you live this lifestyle. Every part of me was a part of you. Remember back then I was running wild. Maybe it was me, or maybe it was you. Hey, it's hard to see the truth when you live this lifestyle. Every part of me was a part of you. Remember back then I was running wild. Hey, y'all remember when y'all were running wild, right? It was hard to see the truth when you live this lifestyle. Every part of me was a part of you. Remember back then I was was running wild. Hey, wait. I was running wild. Hey, 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 hey. Denver, listen, I love you guys so much. Seriously. I got 2 more songs for you, and then you can come see me at my little merch booth if you would like to. Let's go! Alright, this one I've never... Actually, I did perform this song one time, so we'll see what happens now. But she be taking drugs and telling me she feel no pain. Blowing up my phone and then she ghosting me again. Two-faced shorty, Gemini is in the vein. She gon' fuck your heart and then she cold-blooded. Swear that I love that shit. I should stay away, but I can't. Nah. And she gon' fuck me up exactly how I have in mind. You be out, you be doing what you like, then you disappear for and you popping up at night. See you posting all the time. I don't really got the look. Blue face chaser, baby. Yeah, I know you see it. That's why you stick around like a demon. Look me in the eyes. Do you believe me? Your love is lethal, and those drugs won't save you. Them drugs gon' take you. Hey, yeah. Hey, she be taking drugs and telling me she feel no pain. Blowing up my phone and then she ghosting me again. Hey, two-faced shorty, Gemini is in the veins. She gon' fuck your heart and then she fuck up your brain. I swear that I love that shit. I should stay away, but I can't. No, I can't. She go Jeffrey Dahmer on my heart. Oh my gosh, she a eater. Tear you apart, yeah, I think that I need her. I know that she don't need me at all. Blacklisted with a black dress. Oh, shorty's so bad, I'm a damn mess up. But we can get into now. Whoa, cause I know she ain't gonna pay me no mind after tonight, and that's fine. I just wanna see where we can go. Yeah, hey, cause I know she got somebody at home and she got it. She be taking drugs and telling me she feel no pain. Blowing up my phone and then she ghosted me again. Hey, two-faced shorty, Gemini is in the vein. She gon' fuck your heart and then she fuck up your brain. I swear that I love that shit. I should stay away, but I can't. Nah, I can't. Yo, I just can't. Fantastic, guys. Thank you. I have one more song for y'all, so don't worry. I'll be out of here soon. Alright. So this last song, this one means a lot to me. It's like sits at home type beat. Yeah. Why do I feel so lonely? Why do I always feel alone? These days I don't know me. Yeah, I don't even know. Sober up in the morning. I don't even know how I got home. These drugs, yeah, they starting to control me. Yeah, I'm not in control. All these blunts that I be quick to roll, just to block out all these demons in my soul. Yeah, my heart's just a black hole, sucking everything into its abyss. Look, yeah, I'm really pissed. Why you leave us like this? Not even a note, man, I can't comprehend. Yeah, hey, all my friends, they all end up dead. I'm praying I'm not next. Lot of pressure in my chest. Anxiety is taking over all that's left. Yeah, depression in my head. They telling me that it's all in my head. It's all in my head. I guess I'm going crazy if it's only in my head. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Oh, two broken kids just sitting in a room. Yeah, talking about what we've been through. I lost your dad, damn, I lost mine too. I can see those scars covered up by your tattoos. Now you got a mark from every time you were abused. Now we mixing all the potions with the juice. Sip it out the cup, man, I'ma call it truce. Look, sometimes in this life you gotta lose. I done lost so much as long as I'm not losing. Go at me your demons, yeah. I leave them all leaking, yeah. All the reasons I'm leaving, not looking back, man, I gotta go now. I'm on the road now, told them all I'm letting go now. Leave my trauma in the past tense, I'ma be healing my soul now. Yeah, and all of that pressure make diamonds. I know I'm one of a kind, I'ma be harder to find now. I just be taking my time now. I got a lot on my mind, yeah. Come and run me for a dime, yeah. Hey, yeah. Lot of pressure on my chest. Anxiety is taking over all that's left. Depression in my head. They telling me that it's all in my head. It's all in my head. I guess I'm going crazy if it's only in my head. Yeah, yeah, it's true. It's true. Oh. Hey, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. My name is S. My brand is called Love Yourself Gang. Everything that I do is about like self-love, equality, just treating each other more kindly, trying to create a more compassionate world. I feel like it's very easy to get caught up in the day-to-day negativity, but I think every single one of us in this room is way more powerful than we could ever imagine, as long as you tap into that and just like try to block out all the negativity and push out love. So again, I have some merch over here in this table around the corner. If you guys want to support a little local artist, that would be awesome. But most importantly, if anybody here wants to get more involved with animal activism, and I know that might sound like a little bit weird to like most people because of how we were raised, and I totally understand that because of where I came from. My family looks at me like I'm crazy. But we're all sentient beings, and if you guys don't know what sentient means, that means that you're able to feel and like feel emotions the way that every person does, whether that's happy, sad, scared, any type of emotion. And I think that it gets looked over a lot. So if you guys want to learn more about that, I have some pamphlets over here around the corner. You can take them for free, and I would love to talk to you more. So thank you guys so much.
I see what you mean about the tambourine's sake. It's kind of invigorating. Hold on. Come on. How you doing, brother? You want to sign up to be on the open mic? Okay. You got it. Well, welcome in. So happy everybody is here. Feel free to put Miss Lizzie on there. Thank you so much. Please give it up one more time for S. Sake. Incredible set. I especially appreciate you sharing your sentiments when it comes to animal rights. I remember very briefly when I was in college, I had a philosophy professor, and he was like, today we're watching a documentary titled Earthlings. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It is intense. And it made me look at our food industry completely different. So the work you're doing is incredible. Thank you for what you're doing. Please give it up one more time for S. Sake. All right. Well, something I typically forget to say. My name is Sarah Day. I'm super happy to be here. And everybody jokes that I forget to say my name, like I forget my name. So I'm Sarah Day. And I'm so glad you all are here. This is Sacred Voices Live. Welcome in. As you can see, the screens behind me have changed. There is this beautiful QR code on the top right corner here. If you scan that with your phone, you open up your camera app and you scan it with your phone, you will find some very, very, very intriguing information. Maybe even a crossword puzzle. I don't know. You just got to scan it and find out. Now, Sacred Voices empowers BIPOC youth to find their voice, embrace their culture, become community leaders, and promote artistic expression here in the Denver metro area. Yes, we love that. Now, this evening we are getting into our open mic portion, and just a friendly reminder that performance spots are about 5 to 7 minutes. Now, if you happen to go over time a little bit and we have the time, don't worry about it. If you do see me in the back of the room and I'm kind of like waving you down, just try to wrap it up within that next minute or so. But we really want to hear what makes your voice sacred, so please don't let that deter you from any pieces you were planning to share, okay? Just to be clear. If you do not want to be featured on our social media or recorded or anything like that, please just let us know because we'll honor that as well. This is a live studio, if you didn't notice, for those who are local here. Follow my finger. There's a camera right back there. There is a camera over here. There is a camera straight to the back, and there is a camera back there in the corner. Now, we want to be really mindful that when we get up to use the restroom or we're just wanting to stand and wiggle our legs, we want to make sure that we're not standing right in front of the camera or we will film the back of your head. It looks decent, but not good enough to be on camera. Hilarious. You're allowed to say whatever you want. Just know that if you do swear a lot, you'll probably be cut from our televised version, okay? So be mindful of the MFers and the Fers and the Bs and all that, all right? Having said that, I will be interacting with you all. We have a very healthy sign-up list, so thank you for all signing up. And just one more time before I get out of here, friendly reminder, this QR code, please scan it at some point in the evening. Now, this open mic costs $580 every month to put on. That's a little hefty to the pockets now. Now, currently, we have $60 in monthly donations, and every little bit gets us closer to having this event be fully community funded. That is the goal, right? To be fully community funded. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. Yeah, I'll get into the poetry workshops and whatnot in just a little bit, but let's kick this off. You guys ready for some poetry? Are you ready for some poetry? I need more noise. Are you ready for some poetry? Excellent. May I get 2 snaps for the old me? I miss her sometimes. No, she's not dead. See, she still exists in my mind. Melodies, harmonies, rhythm, and rhyme. I've jotted down her ideas and spent lots of time. Time on her theories, her quirks, her laughs. Time in her heartbeat, tears, and gasps. May I get 2 snaps for the old me? I miss her sometimes. But I promise you she's not dead. See, she still exists in my mind. Now, see, I remember when she manifested where I am, right here, right now. I remember all the long nights where she simply marinated in the how. I remember the smell of her anxieties and tragedies, those traumatic moments where her enemies played off her empathy. May I please get 2 snaps for the old me? 'Cause I miss her sometimes. But I promise you she's not dead. See, she still exists in my mind. See, I remember when she grew up. I remember when she threw up both her hands, did a dance, chose to advance, wrote out her plans, took a chance, spoke life into her fans, broke the levee like a band tied in her hair, but understand that she never really knew if she would survive. Harsh critic needing no knives, like bullets seeking low dives, like loneliness and long nights and no sight after long flights. I destroyed her, broke her down. But have no fear, baby, just look at me now. It was me or her, and I made the choice. I explored my voice, I transmuted the noise, but many came before her, and many will after her. She is so special to me, and not all at the same time. I choose to be content now in this life. I choose to be content now in this life. I choose to be content now in this life. So may I get 2 snaps for the old me? Whoops, that's 3. 'Cause see, I miss her sometimes, but trust me, she's not dead. She still exists in my mind. Thank you. Thanks, guys. All right. I have a funny way of not going in order on the list. Now, I do pay attention to this, right? Bars. When people shake at me, when people, listen, if I call your name and you are not ready to come up, I will honor that. I will respect that. Just let me know, okay? Affirm or anything, I got you, okay? I am curious if Miss Lisa Adiva Samoy is ready. Are you? All right. Please give it up for Lisa.
Hi. This one is from the prompt to write something on your hometown. My hometown's in Florida. Yeah, and I got it off the Instagram Sacred Voices. So this is the first time I've... Thank you. Yeah, so this is a first timer here. I never saw your beauty till I left. Stunning. Magical. unmatched. The lusciousness of deep, untouched South, an invisible holographic imprint in my childhood, but actually the OG, with concrete conservatism being a third dimensional, if temporary, imposition of disnature. I had to get away in order to return. In a once perfect paradise, even now the flowers and trees sing ancient songs from before and after the fall. Myriad species of birds span their wings on the same air that has always been. The land resounds native chants, and the force of colonialism echoes driving footsteps far, far from home. The horror of slave stations, control, where to be, what to do, how to think, what to wear. These values have sunk into the ground, erasing humanity into a hierarchy. Semi-unconscious blue-starred X's wave beyond a sea of bloody red. We were not raised to remember. We were conditioned to assimilate to the supremacy of white uncivilization, no matter our melanin content. We were to take posture and habit of those without. We were to strive to articulate imitation, to give power to those who could never truly love us, who we could never truly love. For we were not given the tools to dig beyond iniquity, nor the thick psychic callus that was necessarily formed in order to survive the allowance of atrocity to create a nation. Thank you. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. The nature's beautiful. The culture sucks. The world seems like a minefield that is ready to blow, and I want to run away, but there ain't no place to go. This land ain't mine or yours, but society says it isn't so. See them putting up the fences as the fear and greed commences to seed inhuman consequences. And who is too greedy now to share? And who's too afraid to care? Well, it isn't all us peons who've been serving time for eons to a system of despair, our hearts and souls laid bare, now that the land is so concreted and the air has been mistreated and the water has been depleted of her purity and countenance, robbed of needed sustenance. Who fosters this continuance? Who heralds out the issuance that masses follow suit? Who's writing all the rule books and who's slanting all the school books? It's time to put them on the shelves and start thinking for ourselves. What if enlightened anarchy, instead of monetary monarchy, made the world go round on a free and fertile ground? And what if human seeing became the god of being? Would we live what we're all dreaming? Would our existence be redeeming? Would we be fit to survive? Would we truly be alive? No longer zombified, creating a future that has not died? In harmony with nature, return to inborn stature, dismantle this conditioned state, return to destiny instead of fate. Time is tick, tick, ticking. It's not too late. Because the earth is not a tomb, it's an ever-changing womb. Life is reinventing boon, it's a gift. We can heal this rift. We must begin before the end. This time existence depends on you and I and I and I.
I heard someone say off the charts. Agreed. I love that. Lisa, thank you so much for sharing. Lisa is actually a multimedia performance artist. So, yeah, I would love to hear more about that down the line as well. So, again, thank you for sharing. Please give it up one more time for Lisa. All right. Is there a Miss Jalen Rose in the house? We're talking the peaceful, thoughtful, truthful, consistent Miss Jalen Rose. Are you available? There you go. Please give it up for Jalen Rose.
Peaceful, thoughtful, consistent, truthful. Peace, everyone. Let's lift you up. My name is Jalen Rose. I am a spoken word artist. My purpose is to speak and speak positivity for people to live in love, peace, honesty, and, because we all deserve it, and so does the person next to us. So thank you. This is something new. I got some notes down here, but I'm going to kind of just do what I do, and I kind of freestyle most of the time. So, all right. I've trained myself not to change for the world. I've trained myself to change the world I'm in, not myself. Why change yourself if you don't care to be accepted by the world? What's the cost of acceptance if I've got to reject myself? I'm not of this world. I'm just in it. I was made in the image of boldness, not silence. Peacemakers are not quiet. You can allow peace to be, you can be a peacekeeper. You can silence yourself, your opinions, your mind, but peacemakers don't mind disruption. Peacemakers speak up. Peacemakers speak up. Peacemakers are not silent. I've got peace louder than your applause, so I don't necessarily care for the support. Culture wants clones, but calling requires character. So I will continue to stand out because I'm called to be different. They wanted perfect, but God wanted present. And I don't play dress up with my soul anymore. I don't got time for that. This world around me continues to ostracize me and make me feel like the scapegoat for just being myself. Instead of welcoming me, they consider me weird. Instead of welcoming me, they consider me weird? Really? I was just being myself, honest and true, and why didn't they talk to me instead of talking to you? They can tell me, allow me to grow and change and get to know me, maybe see something different. Maybe they can open their mind and welcome me instead of call me weird. I choose freedom. I choose truth. I choose peace. I will continue to live unapologetically, authentically me, because no one else in this world is like me, and I will no longer conform to this world because I am not of this world. I'm just in it. So what are you waiting for? To be chosen or to choose yourself? The world told me to shrink. God told me to shine. Fuel your own flame and stop wasting your time. Thank you. I think I got a couple more minutes. So I'm going to just speak. So what I've realized lately is a lot of people feel the same way that the person next to them does. A lot of people are hurt. A lot of people are blue and sad and confused, feeling used and abused. A lot of people have been through a lot of stuff, okay? The person next to you could be having a horrible day and you don't know it. The person in front of you could want to risk their life and take it tonight. You have to be mindful of how you speak to people. You have to be mindful of how you hold yourself in every space. Don't project your feelings inside onto the person next to you because they don't deserve that. You want to be a smile on, you want to have a smile on your face so when somebody looks at you, they have a reason to live another day. You don't know whose life you could save by being honest and true and positive and living and loving you and loving them. The more you love yourself, the more you can love the person next to you. We all deserve the love, the honesty, the positivity. We all deserve a place in this world. We all have a space in this world. You are worthy. You are beautiful. You deserve it all. What you've been through does not define you. Where they met you is not who you are today. Where they met you is not who you are today. People change and people grow, and that's kind of the only way. Thank you. You guys can find me on Instagram at Miss Jalen Rose. That's MSJAILYNROSE. I love you and God loves you more. Oh, and last thing. It's okay to embrace the thorns, but always remember to stop and smell the roses. Thank you.
And that is Miss Jalen Rose. When Jalen came last month, it was a similar sentiment where I was like, yeah, you got a very powerful voice. Thank you for sharing. Of course. Moving right along, if I may interject, our normally this normal programming, I'm not used to doing that. Advertisement. Quick reminder, we will be having a tie-dye party. Can I get a woo? All right. We'll be having a tie-dye party to celebrate Mental Health Month, May 31st at City Park, Denver. We will be dyeing Sacred Voices shirts, bandanas, and scrunchies. You can even bring your own garments to tie-dye as well. Check the link on our social media to RSVP for the event, or scan that QR code right there. Back to our regular programming. Thanks for bearing with me, y'all. Mr. Kevin Cray, are you ready? Perfect. Please give it up for Kevin Cray, who is at play in the fields of the Lord. I love that, Kevin. Of course. And Mr. Cray, would you like a chair or would you like to stand? You got it. I'll have that ready for you. Absolutely. Thank you for being with us. See if that's about right.
Enlightening. I knew I was in a familiar space when I saw a bubble wand.
Where did you see the bubble wand?
I think I saw Jalen.
Oh, Jalen, yeah.
You just left with the bubble wand, and I was gonna. Would you be able to bless me with a bubble? Yeah. That would be wonderful.
For those streaming, Miss Jalen Rose is going to bless Mr. Kevin Cray with a bubble wand. Anything can happen in Sacred Voices.
Oh, yes, yes. Ah.
Come on, one more. Woo woo! Yes. I love that. This is the most wholesome,
This is so amazing.
Aww.
What a delight for an old man to be blessed.
Thank you, Jalen.
They capture light so beautifully and make them into a kind of a rainbow crystal. When Bernie came through the other day, a couple of folks came out to the center of town to say hello, and he was kind of overwhelmed, which is kind of fun for an old man to get overwhelmed. But I happened to be there, and the energy there was pretty spectacular. I never did see him because the crowd was so big, but the next day I came back when there was nobody there, and I came back with my my songbook, which is a spiral-bound folk song, Jimmy Buffett, and a bunch of other wonderful names like Peter, Paul, and Mary, and Bob Dylan, and just some wonderful old Christian hymns. And I sat there singing those and got to crying and weeping. And it felt really special to feel those tears running down my face and not feeling disgrace, but just being there where so many people gathered spontaneously to do that. It means a lot, spontaneity, and I see it in the speakers that have gone before me, the teachers that have gone before me. They reach deep into my soul. And this wonderful woman from Florida with the Native American made me think of Robin Wall Kimmerer. But I say too much, and my wife will will remind me of that, and I think she's signaling to me to this. For my 60th birthday, she took some of the stuff that I write and put it together in this little thing. And so I thought I'd share some. Organized. Woken by words at dawn that play on in my head, I move from my bed. The sound from these synapses are in my mind's ear only. Yet their voice brings me into the day, oftentimes in a most pleasant way. They circle as I stretch and get organized. Shedding on, I put on conscious. Ego is still asleep so I can beat the heavy weight that ate so much of my yesterday. What a gravity for something so light as only a defining idea. Spirit whispers, shh. You wake him and lose yourself in our quiet time together. I close the door on laws and order. We cross the border of disorder and set sail on the keyboard into infinite possibility. Infinite possibility. Yeah. Thank you. What do dreams deliver? Avenues of alliteration carry the subsea sounds of dreams to the page. More images pass by through the synaptic countryside of chance and circumstance, crafting a fiction from the friction of the day before. Could this be one of the roads to the being I am or wish to be? Could you, kind sir, help me interpret this intriguing imagery? I feel like I'm on one of those roads right now, sitting here in front of you folks and somehow finding a place of grace. I have an interesting partner in life. It's called Parkinson's. So I have a wonderful shake, rattle, and roll most of the time, and it looks kind of entertaining when I'm doing my physical therapy, but it's part of this beautiful thing called aging, and I'm trying to do it gracefully. And aging reminds me of this one that I'm going to start next, but I think I'll start going into spring. Bring spring. Bring spring, my ancient father asked. So I bend to the task and slip on skin, filled out with blood and bone to bring my winter-weary friends, now family, home. Bring spring, O winged orb, with round red breast and gray shoulders, warbling out, here I come, here I come. While perched on tiny twig legs at the hard berry buffet. Bring spring, red bud, while neighbors burst with green, royal red streams from your deep seams, and pushes red heads from brittle brown branches. Stop it! Bring spring, forsythia, yellow fellow of flowing arms. Your profuse production seems to ask today, are you gay? Bring spring, M.L. King, in memory strong, the huge Lincoln Memorial throng bursts forth with song, let freedom ring. And so we go around again to get to where we have already been. The pain, the plain, are transformed again by a smallish sun in a blue forever sky. That blue forever sky. This was quite an adventure. At an intersection, Lent, in its lonely way, caused me to pause today. I was racing to the peace vigil when, turning at an intersection, a grocery cart buried by its recycle load I saw in the road. At the corner curb, a tumble of rags moved and grooved on the ground. Shocked, I waited for this apparition to form a reasonable explanation. Swiftly, a sweet satin black face with gray beard reared up and looked about. Large hands with scarred wrists reached out as if to steady on some stout purchase. Legs flexed. An ancient man tried to rise. I turned my eyes. I slowed, then stowed my empathy and tried to drive away. You see, I had a peace vigil to make. And the hour was getting late. Besides, my shoulders are wrecked and could not lift this large black man. Something stopped me, though, and now my wife and I were at the curb, trying to get our mental balance and our comfortable clothes in place. We turned and hoped some Samaritan would take our place. No one stopped. Ambassador of Christ, is this the royal court of my Savior's home, lifting a large ragamuffin from the road? A smell from an old hell I knew so well greeted me as I reached to lift the seated, fragrant form. I was tired. It's this high curb. I've been pushing this load from Peoria. Catherine asked, how far are you going? York and 42nd. I don't go down by the stadium. No, siree. That's too far, you see. Anyone here from Denver know Peoria and York and 42nd? That was a hell of a trip that man was making. That man was making a trip. Well, there's a marvelous expression, leave them laughing. And I think of you today and you're wonderful. This colorful shirt is just awesome. Thank you. That is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Laughter leaves. Laughter leaves and breathes no more. At this my mouth an open door where air would pass and extend the joy of this boy to friends and family. My easy roar of pleasure is now severed. How my heart has endeavored to find a conduit for that wonderful tumble of bubbling air that vibrates and sings, like a child on the wings of mother or father's arms, wiggling and giggling high overhead. Working on my extended anatomy, a community applies prayers and thoughts and conversations and a bit of medication to this barren field and helps my heart to yield to the word and soften so my chords can blossom with a laugh ha 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 from the belly or simply a smile from the eye. I love your eye. Thank you. This was a real pleasure, folks.
Mr. Kevin Cray. And I love that under Something About You, he put at play in the fields of the Lord. I just think that's so wholesome. And that in combination with the bubbles floating on you and you're just receiving it, it was just so wholesome. So thank you for being here, Kevin. Thank you for sharing. All right, we got a healthy list. Moving right along, Mr. Charlie El Colibri MC. Are you ready? Now, Charlie spits silver-tinged truths. Please give it up for Charlie El Colibri MC.
Oh, yeah, I got you. No worries. How we doing? Oh, come on now. How we doing? Okay, there we go. There we go. Trying to think how to intro myself. I'm really poor at introing myself, so give me a sec. It's 2025. So before I kick this off, I think I'm gonna do 4. I usually only do 3, but I'll do 4. 2 from the past, 2 from right now, 2 that I just wrote technically as other folks were performing, because that's how I do. I didn't mean that to rhyme. Damn. Wow. But yeah, so I've been spitting and performing for about 11 years now. back in 2018. That's when I first started spitting. Been writing way longer. Poetry is my own therapy. This is like how I like process my own traumas and stuff. So yeah, I'm going on my 10 year anniversary of like spitting and performing, and it's kept me sane. It's kept me living, honestly. But yeah. So I'm gonna kick it off with one of my favorite poems I've ever written. 10 years ago I wrote this little sucker. All right. Maybe use a prettier word than brown. I was born up in Vail, but raised down here in Denver, where every day I was surrounded by my brown culture, my brown words, my brown music, my brown food, my brown family, and my brown. Where mi mamá se manchaba sus manos morenas con bleach y ajax until they turned as stark white as your bland faces you keep under pointed pillowcase hoods. Where my pops antes se quebraba su espalda con clavos y martillazos, construyendo los puentes que yo pude cruzar, standing as a firm bulwark against all the bullshit. Gilded smiles attempt to curb my enthusiasm. I might see the world in 480p, but y'all ain't slick with it. When you ask me my favorite color, I will always say it is brown, because my heart soars when I see people who look like me make it big on the silver screen or even on the community scene. When you ask me to pick a prettier word than brown, my blood boils, thinking how brown is not good enough for you, how brown is not a choice when it comes to beauty standards, how brown is just brown. Another forgotten Crayola cartridge left in the box because it's too dark, it's too dirty, it's too cafecito, it's too natural. Ruining your make-believe world of Technicolor horrors. Don't worry, my voice carries enough brown to make your world shake and quake, porque soy moreno like a tortilla, bread on corn and flour, bringing that grainy warmth into my very soul, smelling fresh off the comal, crispy yet savory como un tamal. Soy moreno like a tortilla, where my acne scars and wrinkles are the proud scorch marks on my stretched out surface, each one reciting a story of my own pendejadas in the making as I comb my carbon burnt smoky hair. Soy moreno like a tortilla. My light complexion is thanks to my heritage, coming from a blood-soaked lineage, spanning many nations desde el Yucatán all the way to la Península Ibérica, to where I stand here in America. Like my burritos de frijol, esa extra mayonesa mexicana de limón con un poco de sal del sudor que cae de mi frente, un sabor fuerte pero suavecito. Soy moreno like a tortilla, where my brown tailored skin will always be the looks of evil eyes and targets. Soy moreno like a tortilla, where my love for my familia keeps me warm, for my cultura keeps me warm, for my roots keeps me wrapped in a blanket of calor y confianza that nullify your pursed lips as you stay puzzled, failing to determine if I'm another statistical error that belongs behind iron barbed wire, bulletproof plexiglass, or 6 feet under, since my nopal en mi frente looks like the mark of the beast. I don't care, because this is my home, mi casita, mi rayito de paraíso, sun-blessed and killing it when it comes to repping that orgullo de ser mestizo. Soy moreno like a tortilla de maíz y también de harina, and don't you dare forget about it. 10-year-old poem, it still hits. It still hits. Hey. This one, it's another oldie. Definitely old. It's really relatable. I like to spit about current events, so this one's really gonna hit home. And it's actually the first poem and this one actually that I'm about to spit, they're a part of my most recent book that I self-published. Yes, I self-publish as well. So if folks are interested in like buying one of my books, I got some copies in the back if y'all want one. It's only $20 a pop. So let's see. Make America Great Again. When was that? When my people were forced to learn your language because I guess ours was too rough for you to swallow in your needless greed to taste the culture, but let's go ahead and sanitize it first. Make America Great Again. When was that? When my cities were put to the flame simply because we valued knowledge over pretty shiny rocks, such as the barbaric ways of your ancestors who didn't even know how to wash their own butts. Make America Great Again. When was that? When you thought starving our physical bodies would make us surrender to your white norms by nearly killing off entire species of our animals, we didn't have any stake in your fucked up rigged casino game trying to force Mother Nature to play Go Fish. Bitch, please. Make America Great Again. When was that? I don't recollect at any point in time an era of greatness from a bully who uses tear gas and bully clubs on its own citizens when we yell through bloody teeth, I can't breathe. Make America great again. When was that? Make America great again. When was that? Make America great again. When the fuck was that? Please let me know so I don't feel awkward when your red caps try to scare me. Please let me know so I can sympathize with the sheer stupidity that comes out of your puckered starfish looking mouths. Please let me know so I can call my community because I feel unsafe from your redneck, no seasoning, slept with your sibling, brother, sister, or whomever you would prefer. Unlike you, I don't discriminate, bucktooth. I don't want universal health care, punk ass, Oompa Loompa worshippers who act smart but cry and whimper when facts are thrown back at you. Just because you saw it on TV don't mean you won't get smacked the fuck up for saying dumb shit. Make America great again. When the hell was that? Yeah, I can't remember if I ever performed that one. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Who knows? But yeah. Let's see. I'll go with this one. This one's a little zesty, I should say. Yeah, why not? Why not? I love the irony that I invoke with this one, at least mentally, an allegory, who knows. I pledge allegiance to a flag of the segregated states of America and to a republic that would rather bleed you dry than see you fly high in the sky. For which it stands on broken shards of hope and dreams, falsehoods tying ropes around our necks, a divided nation under cheap dollar stores, zirconium-lined cross effigies, preaching gilded sermons of forced commercialization of our existences, viciously, violently, volatilely, disvisibility that seeks to make us be invisible to hide the stolen culture of our ancestros, with a tinseled town liberty only meant for white hands and unadulterated injustices for everyone except for those who speak like me. A little bit sharp, eh? Last one in the chamber I got for y'all. All right, let's see. I ain't a smoker, but I fashion primordial flames into existence onto this mortal plane. I breathe the toxic fumes White Walkers call too ethnic that need a cleansing since my lisps break through police barricades. My jagged teeth have been cut on the fringes of white existentialism, haphazardly slicing red-tinged police crime scene tape. I breathe the same air stolen from my ancestors. My ethnic-labeled lungs bellow and sweep through makeshift concentration camp walls. You can't tame Mother Nature's inkly black shadow. My presence melts through every known political agenda. Since my vote isn't red or blue, mi corazón beats to the sound of my people's laughter and joy. Priceless treasures you have failed to commodify since the dawn of white man's time. My roots are fully ingrained and will continue to withstand America's blasphemous bacteriophage attacks that will always aim to seek and destroy that which doesn't roll off the tongue. My presence is a taboo as the black magic that binds my chameleon hide. I ain't a smoker, but I breathe out truths from my icicle-fringed aquamarine fangs, each vocal consonance ripping the flesh of reality of being a brown body like me will always be the target of failed black op missions, as you can see. Dun, dun. That's all I got.
All right. It wouldn't be a Sacred Voices live if I didn't say, Charlie, Charlie, Charlie. Thank you for sharing, Charlie. Powerful per usual. Charlie is I call him our resident Charlie. Bless you. And yeah, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. Did you know that Sacred Voices has partnered with Canva? Yes, that Canva. We made 120 poetry templates to celebrate National Poetry Month. Pretty cool, right? Right. Check out the link in our bio on social media and check out what we created. Tag and share your creations with us. Moving right along. Miss Lizzie Lewis, are you ready? I hear that you love words. Please give it up for Lizzie Lewis.
So this is a tribute to my mother. This poem is entitled White Raven. Lonely little black girl, like Pecola Breedlove, Wilhelmina was born September 5th, 1928. Laws County, South Carolina. No birth certificate proves she exists. A scribble on a 1933 census report does. The handwriting was difficult to read, so when transferred to the electronic database, Wilhelmina became White Raven. Big bone, black skinned, fatherless church girl. Growing up in Harlem was a hard thing to do. School was hell. Classmates teased a lot, taking her coat in the winter, running away with it, tossing it around, shouting, "Fat people don't get cold." Grown-ups, just as mean, called her Blackie. She sang in the church from childhood to an adult, sang a cappella in face of lonely pain, bruised by rejection. She held tight to her song. Throughout the years, she sang for her Lord. Decades later, when she went to church no more and nobody wanted to listen, as a little girl, I begged her, "Sing to me." "Mommy, please sing me that song." "No, 'cause you're going to cry." "No, I won't. I promise I won't cry." "You always do." "Please, Mommy, please." I was young, but I recall singing songs was mother's joy as I sat upon her knee. Those were the days that used to be. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. And of course, I would cry. I watched her push hopes and dreams too far back in her heart to fight for a chance for her children. Reaching for the American dream, she was deferred, this royal black queen. Collecting unopened little containers of milk from patients' discarded trays, heading off to the kitchen to get leftovers, hoping for enough roast beef and turkey, a half a loaf of bread so we can eat sandwiches for days. Her friend in the kitchen packs leftovers in topless white plastic gallon containers, mommy covered with disposable bed pads. Carrying the bundles upstairs to 3 West, the rehab unit, where she cleaned wounds and changed bandages, stuffing sterile gauze into empty eye sockets for 20-something years, a licensed practical nurse, stashing leftovers in her locker until time to go home. Rushing outside, all loaded down, she just catch the bus in front of Coney Island Hospital to the elevated train, climbing flights of steps. Hear the D train coming, lug, huff, carry, drag, but hurry up. Can't afford to miss the D train to 7th Avenue, switch to the F to Parsons Boulevard. South Jamaica, Queens, next up. Catch the final bus or walk down New York Boulevard, almost home where garbage becomes treasures for 4 waiting children, gifts. night after night, day into day, day after night. Can't afford to miss the bus. She thinks she hears the train to Coney Island Hospital, standing on bus stops, climbing to elevated platforms, going down into subway tunnels, summer heat, winter cold, limp, load, drag, hurry, White Raven. And I am my mother's daughter, Ascension. Dancing in the shadow of a brand new dawn, I celebrate survival, transformation, and the human spirit. From the death throes of street corners to the peace of my own living room. From the crack house to the house of a living God. Yo, I used to be dwelling in the place. Now I'm a dwelling place. Glory be to God. From being beat down to being loved, from the last to the first. Out of my death came a brand new birth. With songs, dance, music, and praise I sing. Drinking wine out of a brand new vessel. See, I told it on the mountain through the fire. Next time, amen, wrote my way through insanity. Hanging out with Mr. Rhythm and Mama Rhyme, I learned to experience respite on the front line. Them this God shall get, them this not shall lose. So the Bible says, and it's still good news, good news, good news. I found my way through the dark, in the dark, to the darkest place I've ever known, the essence of God. And darkness enclosed a living God. Yo, homies, check this. It's butter, it's butter, it's butter. It's smooth. It's better to be saved, hip-hopping with the Lord. For God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. The truth is, you can't figure me out. I'm still alive, no doubt. The smoke has cleared. Smoke of addiction, abuse, loneliness, and despair. And they asked me right at Christmas if my blackness wouldn't rub off. I said, ask your mama. And the smoke cleared. Yes, I caught a blaze, but didn't even get scorched. I wore the mask, but lived long enough to take it off. My sister died aged 32 and 53. If we must die, let it not be like hogs pinned in some inglorious spot. My father died in the Big Apple Motel, pinned. I live to celebrate, not according to your standards. I live to celebrate, no longer according to anybody's standards. With songs, dance, music, and praise, I sing. Ain't no stopping me now. And where I end up, I can win. As long as I keep my head to the sky. And so I celebrate survival, transformation, and the human spirit. As I rise, I rise, I rise. I believe I can fly. So I celebrate me, Wilhelmina and Fulton's baby daughter, as I rise.
I knew what you all were in for. Y'all just didn't know. You're one of the first people that I saw when I came to Sacred Voices, and I was like, oh, whoa, wow. So, Miss Lizzie Lewis. And I see why you love words. You do well with them. Moving right along is Jan Sumner in the house. Lovely. Jan Sumner is an author, and I would love for you to expound more on that. No, you're totally good. And feel free to give context, because I love the story.
I'll give some context. I am in way over my head here. That was incredible. You want to do mine? Whoa, that's close. Everybody can hear? Okay. I guess to give this context, my name is Jan Sumner. This is not my stuff. It's I have a prison ministry, and I work with 5 prisoners that are all incarcerated. This is we call it Obes to Prison by one of the men in prison. I don't know if you're all familiar with the prison system. I don't know how to put this, but it sucks. I wrote a book about a prisoner, and I remember him telling me, we were sent to prison for our crimes as punishment. We weren't sent here to be punished. And that's exactly what happens. And this man, Norman Gaines, I've been corresponding with him for a year now. He's down at Colorado State Penitentiary. As is the case with almost every one of them I've ever dealt with, they had a hideous childhood. And by 15 was on the street. And of course, it went downhill from there. But he started writing poems. It was very cathartic for him. He felt like he could vent, so to speak. And it just so happens he's amazingly gifted. I couldn't write a poem if my life depended on it. But he can. So he's written 50 of them, and I'm going to read all 50. No. What time is it? No. I picked the top 40. No, there's 5 of them. And this is the first one he ever wrote. And you will see his transition kind of as he began to accept God. And now is, I would put him up against any pastor with regard to Scripture. He just knows it. We have the most in-depth discussions. It's amazing. But here's the first one. And I can't do it near as well as you did or you did. I thought you were going last. Anyway, it's called Morning's Witness. Vast mountains of clouds flowing through the air like a river's ripples, blown by the breath of the Creator, in whose image I am meant, gives contemplation to the value of my time spent. The imminent, overbearing glow illuminates the powdery substance of pillowed sky, contrasting black underbellies. East and west winds activate massive and opposing movement collisions without a clash, a simple complexity. Time's persistence yielding to the glory of his brightness as smudges of darkness fade to unrelenting light of the sun. God's breath reveals victory and the example to overcome. By authority of his lungs, life is given and taken without contradiction, owing no allegiance to fiction. Areas of blue sky appear to go on endlessly, yet this is illusion, is limited in its infinity, mountains stretching, dwarfed in their context while still enormous to the writer's senses. The reality is shocking, a small world indeed, the obscurity, an abyss beyond what eyes can perceive, the orb giving light and warmth allotted to me. In God I do believe. And you don't have to clap after each one, since he's not here. The second one is called Light. Where I began and where I am, my dreams reach the depths of the ocean and boundaries beyond the sky, renting visions from this concrete storage, paid by the passage of time. 40+ years living without experiencing waves of an ocean. Turns out my dreams were a fantasy, a measured space of perception. This is reality. I once knew a man who began living by choosing to die, technically called suicide. The blood and spirit, trying love to humanity, are flesh with fleshy's decay, numbering more of my ancestral deceased. I might consider this reason for death and family reunion, only this would assume love is to be more familiar on the other side. I opt for seclusion of life. By this do I mean, am I afraid to die? On the contrary, life does not cease. Loved ones do not weep, but keep me in essential peace. I share the inheritance of eternal peace, woven by the Spirit of the Omnipotent, who spoke to me, be, reflecting thee, image over the deep, breathing with authority, I speak. A conversion. The enemies within fuel those without, stones thrown from glass, houses. That's what the wind chatters about. Wrestling with time, conscious of what's at stake, bent by adversity yet refusing to break. Legs quaking from the weight, standing in faith. By the experience of defeat, some learn, some teach, some harneth both, and conduct will speak. Grief stolen by strangled tears, mourn for the dead, the spirit lives. Monsters are real. The fire of purgatory, the mirror will reveal this manifested battlefield. My heart beats through caged empathy with rage. Still, compassion's guard is the compass. History unlearned is repeated, rebirth entreated so. This story must be distinguished, meaning foolishness is unseated. God is the nexus. Comprehend this light. Pressed on all sides without feeling pressure. Born again and purposed for a crown. A seed sowed for a season. Growth for God's glory is the reason. Follow through. Must I forever be a victim of temptation? The gavel bangs. Gains versus state again. While I ignore signs and revelations. The cause of tears running down my mother's face again and again. Chasing the acceptance of a father who didn't have time to raise little Chris, a bastard from before the age of 6. Now I'm developing backward. Or maybe it was the first time I was arrested. Truly one of God's tested. A bullet to the face did nothing to disrupt my thirst for destruction. Death was only bluffing. I'm still in the furnace being refined, and almost at the half-century mark, most of it spent behind bars in punishment for my crimes. Plot twist. It's only the beginning. Don't let people's disappointment disappoint you. Choice is economy, and freedom is in the follow-through. Thought manipulation. Guilt, a biting enemy. Mercy, a healing gift. Judgment can be deceptive in an instant of gratification, or wisdom given in preparation. This practice is called thought manipulation. One might wonder, to what purpose do I reflect? Paced steps travel from one wall of concrete to the next. The freedom in the box in which I exist. Here, questions demonstrate their protest, the consequences of an ego-driven government, tyrannical in its process. A broken mirror still possesses an image. Is blame indiscriminate? Am I a product of my environment? How will my community respond to this? Incarceration? Disenfranchisement? Fractured? But not broken. To love, I am still open. And the last one, which is almost as most recent. It's called Forgiven. Water drips from my sink, a thirsty dog lapping water. Prison has done much of the same with my years. My tears toxic with memories. They fall on the inside where no one can see, though God can see the infamy of my broken spaces, the burning shade offering no comfort. If you're reading these words, hold tight to your grief, for I lacked compassion's awareness in the paving of this road. Time is the vine God sowed, me, reaping the journey of growing through stone. The past has been such a vital part of my present, future, and impasse, Yet hope stretches east and west without connection. Humbled in the Creator's presence, kneeling down but praying up. The alliance of grace. Without a mirror, reflection is clarity, only wanting to share what I have been given. A seed planted deep beneath the surface, breathe the gift, made for a purpose. Thanks to the God of the living, no longer dead in my trespasses, no paradox exists. The Most High is worthy of worship, freed from prison. This is my testimony. I submit, forgiven. Yeah, it's amazing to me. I've been doing this coming up on 9 years. The amount of talent in prison. The drawings, the artists, the people that can write. Now, granted, there are people that should be in prison forever, but there are a number of them that should be out helping. Because if I go speak to a group, the first thing they do is look at me and say, "Did you have a rough life?" No, I didn't. I had a great life. They then immediately think, "Oh, that's great. How come you got the good life and I got the bad one?" I don't know that. And I look at them the same way. But we all know the people that live in the margins, the homeless, the prisoners, 99% of society wants nothing to do with them. You know, just stay there. That's where you belong. And that is ridiculous. This man is a strong Christian now, and the second commandment says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. It doesn't say love your neighbor unless they're black, unless they're gay. No, love them all. And that's what Norman's trying to do. So thank you for listening to him.
Jan, thank you for sharing, and thank you for your sentiments on the idea of the way I took it, more so rehabilitation versus just like permanent imprisonment for certain members of society. I think that's important. So thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that. Right. It gives us a lot to think about. We were having some discourse in the back too, so thank you for sharing, sincerely, and I hope that you'll come back as well. I would like to move on to Palm Nguyen, if you're ready. You good? All right. Palm gave me a smiley face. Please welcome Palm.
Yeah, I'm just cozy. Feels nice. Thank you. All right. Hi, y'all. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm a bit nervy. Yeah, I have a poem that is in, it's a poem on queerness. I am a multidisciplinary artist, a business owner. I have a business titled Karma Club, and it's a multidisciplinary platform rooted in challenging disposability culture. This collection that I'm working on is a Pride collection that will be dropping in June, and this poem is part of the drop, and I can go into details afterwards, but here's the poem. Lucifer still means light. My mother's ears were bolted with the Bible long before I introduced my first queer partner. So when she met me with devil worship and sin, I could not be surprised, yet still was. When she couldn't so much as graze my shoulders after I said I loved them, I wondered which priest or psalm could be so cruel as to forget when Eve walked through Eden with nothing but an apple to clothe her mouth, that the fruit she bore was a lineage of discerning body part from spirit. I think Lucifer still means light before and after his humanity huddled his wings. A fallen angel is still an angel. I think you've held my pubescent hands at birth and cannot see they are the same holy ones. Thy womb that molds, cover me in petition. Do you have any idea how it feels to be birthed, then cornered with prayer? I only remember your hands in intercession. Don't know the last time you used them to hold me. Don't know the warmth of your palms the same way you know the Bible. You'll die kneeling before a God who thinks I am a sinner. And my hands are still pubescent to yours. I am worthy of breath only because you've delivered me. But I will not be the product of your prayers, I admit. I have allowed disgrace to fill up the chasms of my heart, stone my womb onto the tips of many monuments left unsatiated and soaked in shame. And isn't that sin? I've bled bones in this celestial city to relinquish myself of guilt, meaning it wasn't easy to release your religion. But now I bear the lineage of fruit that drips from cheek to chin, sucking and twirling tongue, falling into the Lucifer of my lover were my wings spread wide, igniting all of Eden with my gay ass breath. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna read a little piece that I wrote about this collection, and then I'm gonna go into a poem to close it out. Glory to Gods in Drag, a Pride collection dropping June 14th, 2025. As much as there's joy and catharsis being fully embodied in my queerness, it has not come without blood. Let us be reminded in June especially that what comes with liberation doesn't ever come without sacrifice. The Latin term for sacrifice is sacrificium, meaning act of making sacred. Meaning, when I sacrifice paradigms and stories that the world penetrated into my body, I am making more space to make sacred what's left, the glory of God within. Close to my heart, this collection is a myriad of reflections on my queer journey turned into little tangible pieces of my heart. What pride means to me, and maybe what it could mean to all of you. Or maybe you're just passing by. Either way, I pray a piece of peace flows through your palms. Dropping June 14th at 5:55 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. This piece I like to just end with because it feels like a prayer to me when I wrote it. And yeah, I'm actually wearing the piece right here on my pants. So just want to show you that. 3:33 a.m. Sunday, our Father who art in heaven. These days, I think about how a prayer became my conception. Hallowed be thy name, how the doctor found a cancer tumor in my mother's uterus. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. How my grandmother and her drove 8 hours to pray to Mother Mary. on earth as it is in heaven. How when she came back, they said she was pregnant. Give us this day our daily bread. How my labor could have caused her to die. And forgive us for our trespasses. How my father chose abortion. As we forgive those who trespassed against us. How my mother was willing to die for a child she did not know yet. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. After all, love is only creation after cessation. Trigger warning, this is a poem about suicide. So do what you gotta do. Monday, I lie in bed plagued with the thought of death. My relationship with decay is a comfortable intimacy, a contemplation that's followed me for 8 years. There was no God in this, no salvation, no saving, no psalm to fix this rumination, just the weight of a heavy release, the pain followed by grace. Tuesday, my mother tells me there are dead people wanting to live and living people wanting to die. She talked of me. A once tomb in her womb became breath, but wasn't I once dead? No dirt of stomach or clay of breast, and now in this lifetime I'm her Mother Mary's miracle. Wednesday, I ask why. She asks why. My life I would give up in a heartbeat for you to live. Can you not feel this love? And I ask myself these questions too. Thursday, I met a friend who I've known in a past life. Our experiences were what brought warmth to the cold, how our families became our driving tools, how a brighter future became our only sane tethering, and maybe this connection won't last, but we, two differences within a similarity, and isn't this a blessing? Friday, I think about all the connections that have brought me out of my numbness, where there was laughter, there was light, all along, so my knees find solitude on the bedroom floor. I ask God for redemption. I no longer want this suffering to follow me into relationships, and maybe it's not that I want to physically leave, but that I want the feeling after cessation, the moment when there is no beginning or end, no brokenness, just a oneness, no pleasure, just bliss, no pain, just a ceasing. So I asked for a piece of peace beside the rain. God of light, God of listening, God of relief. Help me find my fight. Saturday. This is the first time in 8 years that I chose life. And I find it fitting, for my mother chose and prayed me awake, and that is the only sweet release and steady progression that I need these days. Thank you. Thank you. My name is Palm Nguyen. I am a first-generation Vietnamese American queer-bodied person. I am born and raised from Minnesota. I moved to Florida and moved from Florida to here. So I give so much thanks for everybody that put this together and everybody that spoke their piece tonight. I'm an artist, and my art can only flourish if the community flourishes with me. So you can find me at Palm's Prayer on Instagram. Palm is like the palm of your hand. Palm's Prayer. My business is Karma Club, KarmaKlub LLC, all on Instagram. Yeah. Anyways, peace be with you all. Thank you.
Y'all have really blessed me this evening. There was a line in there. Please don't let me misquote you. In the last one where you say, her once tomb that became a womb that has breath or something like that. It was just so like, thank you for sharing, Palm. That was beautiful. I hope you write a book someday. Would you like to come say?
Okay. When I say I'm a multidisciplinary artist, I mean I have a self-published book. It's called Kissing God's Gravel. If you go to Karma Club, the Instagram, my website's there. You can find it there. I think it's $15 online. I make jewelry, so the Pride collection is there. My most recent drop was a Vietnamese collection, like just rooted in my culture. And yeah, fashion, clothes, jewelry, film, all of it. I'm working currently on a life and death concept right now, but that poem that I just wrote will be part of it. I have a short film connected to it that will be released with it as well. That will take its mother effing time, because that's what being an artist is about, right? Yeah, that's a little about me. Thank you.
I love that. I stand corrected. I just need to buy the book that's already been written. I know that's right. Real quick before we get into what I believe is going to be our last poet of the evening, I just want to mention that Sacred Voices actually provides poetry workshops. We target schools with the majority of students in the free and or reduced lunch program. And we never turn away a school for lack of funds. We want every student to get a good arts education, which is only possible with your support. As we know, a lot of schools, they have cut their arts funding, so there's no poetry in schools. There's no, different art mediums in school. And so we are doing our best to do our part. So we served just over 1,000 people in our workshops and open mics last year. I said we served just over 1,000 people in our workshops and open mics last year. Period. If every one of them became a monthly donor at $7 a month, our organization would be fully funded with no need for grants. Donating $5 a month to Sacred Voices costs less than one coffee per month and ensures that our organization is community funded and will be around for years to come. So please make sure you scan that QR code up there. Now, I called him an OG earlier. He's actually been hiding out back. It's like he's about to come up from I love the presentation. Please give it up for my friend Theo, a very cool guy.
Awesome. Thank you, Sarah Day. Yeah, I was just in the back just hiding, and, I got peer pressure to come up here. So I'm just, you hear them laughing. Right? It's so loud. But yeah, so I have some I guess an old piece for you all, and then a very old shit. And then I guess kind of a new paragraph I wrote. Yeah, I was just really feeling it kind of in conjunction with one another. But yeah, it's been a minute since I've written. I feel like I've been kind of in like a dormant phase, and sometimes you just kind of need that with writing. But yeah, I wrote this like little paragraph the other day. I was like, okay, bet. So I'll start off with that old piece first, and then I'll go into that new one. But this old one is, have you all ever been in a relationship with someone and you knew the moment that it like ended? Like even before it like officially ended? So that's kind of what this piece is about. It's called When You Know, You Know. I can't say I didn't see it coming. We were booed up in the backseat of our friend's car. They with their girlfriend, us sitting in on their date. The night a flood of crying stars. Time always seemed to slow when I smoked too much. Was it the smoke I saw or loneliness in your eyes? How two people can be so alone, standing right beside each other. I watched as you admired them. They still kissed with closed eyes, like no one else was in the room. They looked so in sync, you said, wistful, a whisper, like something meant for your ears only. They, a pair of lovebirds fresh in flight, and we, old vulture onlookers, feasting from new blood. Your tongue danced in my mouth, our tongue dance mimicry. When you know, you know. You happy back there? um Dang, all right. Well, I hope this makes you feel happier. All right, cool. So I think a lot of the pieces I've been kind of writing or teasing out lately have been actually the opposite of that. So like not necessarily being in a relationship, but just navigating what it is to like date in this like day and age where everything is just crazy, and I feel like people are just being driven insane with like late stage capitalism. But yeah, so yeah, that part. People are just wild these days. I don't know. Have we always been like that, or is it just worse now? I don't know. But yeah, so this piece, I guess it's a working title. Bell Hooks, in her book All About Love, she writes about how we're living in a society of like lovelessness. And I just keep thinking about that. And I've also been kind of sitting with this trope that like a lot of times like in dating and stuff, we tend to be, or at least me, but I know a lot of other people as well, can tend to be attracted to people that are actually not good for you at all. And I've been trying to understand what evolutionary purpose that serves, because to me it seems to not serve any purpose. I just don't understand why, it happens. But all that being said, I think it's something a lot of people can relate to. So that's kind of where this piece came from. Yeah, it's very teeny tiny, but, it's honest work. So, yeah. A society of lovelessness. Baby, maybe my love wasn't right, because it didn't make you lonely enough, the way you made me. Frame me bitter, guilty, hypocritical. After all, we love the shadows our egos paint the most, the darkest shade of blue. Part of us dies when we give up on old wounds, so we stay hooked to our screens, enraptured by wicked beauty. Even after all this time, sitting across from one another on the edge of a glass, we are still just broken kids, trying to feel something when we don't know how to love yet. Thank you. That is all.
I just want to say on the stream, Teo, everybody in the back was rooting for you, and you made them very happy. We were all rooting for you. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, he was brave enough to come out here and share, right? So take that, people in the back. But also, give it up for the people in the back, because they're the reason you guys can hear. All right, before we get out of here, I know you guys are so sad. Nobody wants to leave, but they're going to kick us out eventually. I just want to mention the tie-dye party once again. Come on, everybody likes a good tie-dye. So the tie-dye party is to celebrate Mental Health Month. That is the month of May. On May 31st at City Park in Denver, we'll be tie-dyeing Sacred Voices shirts, bandanas. I appreciate the effort to not get in front of the camera. You did a great job. You did, really great. So just thank you. You did great, I promise. They don't even know what I'm talking about on the stream. They couldn't see you. Let's start over. We will be having a tie-dye party to celebrate Mental Health Month on May 31st at City Park in Denver. We'll be dyeing Sacred Voices shirts, bandanas, scrunchies, anything you can think of. You can even bring your own garments to tie-dye as well. Now, within reason, all right? Let's keep it appropriate. Check the link on our social media to RSVP for the event. There is an Eventbrite link, so please make sure you scan that QR code. Like I said, there's lots of goodies in that QR code. It is a free event, and so we really just want to see everybody in community come out and enjoy themselves. It's a fundraiser, so yes, of course, if you can give, that's great, but we're all about community. So this event is free. It'll always stay free, meaning this, open mic right here. And so please give it up for yourselves for being here in this space and sharing what makes your voice sacred. And I don't feel as creative as I was hoping, but I know we started off with a woo. Maybe we could say like a yeah. All right. So on 3, if you're feeling good, can I get a yeah? 1, 2, 3. A little louder for the people at home. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, yourselves. I hope you all get home safely. We love you guys. We'll see you next month. Every second Friday, we are here at Denver Community Media. Take care. We are Sacred Voices Live. Thank you.